afternoon. Good happy Friday to everyone out there. Caleb McKay, Travion Davis. This is Topic of Discussion, where we give you our opinions on the latest sports news around the country here. Big headlines going around today. Well, this week actually. The injuries that the Ravens have caught. It's an injury bug going around Baltimore. And do you think that the Ravens are in trouble now because they're without key components?
Okay, well, the Ravens are the Ravens, okay? They've always been known for having one of the best Ds in the league. And Ray, I think anyone who watches the NFL or who watched the Ravens this year knows Ray Lewis is not the same Ray Lewis. He's not the dominating force that we're all used to seeing. But it's not really his play, it's just the intensity that he brings, man. He fires that team up. Right. But Lardarius Webb, big loss. Probably the best corner on that team. But
as well as Haloti Ngata, the big guy in the middle. So
probably the best defensive tackle in the league. I will say though, for Webb, they do have I think it's Jimmy Smith from Colorado, and he'll be. I think he's not a bad corner, so I think they might be able to fill in the void at corner. And you always have Ed Reed over the top.
Right.
So I mean,
right. And then you also have T. Sizzle, Terrell Suggs. He's coming back this week out the Achilles injury. So I mean, the Ravens. I mean, they're not in trouble per se because, like you said, it is the Ravens. They're still known for their defense. The offense, just they have to pick it up, plain and simple. You have Anquan Bolden, you have Torrey Smith, you have Ray Rice, you have all these weapons. So, I mean, just make a bigger impact. It's not like they're not, but, I mean, just make a bigger impact. You have to make up for a little bit of that slack. But I don't believe they're in trouble. As far as, for the entire season. But.
Yeah, and, the way that I see it, they're kind of like the Alabama or the LSU of the NFL. They're three deep at every position on the defense.
Right.
I don't think that – don't get me wrong, Lardarius Webb is a great player. Ray Lewis is a great player, but they're not just going to throw someone in there who is just going to get absolutely manhandled or anything.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I just see that they're just not as much as the favorites in the AFC than they previously were, plain and simple. Speaking of, major injuries, like you said, Ray Lewis is not as the dominant force as he was back when they won Super Bowl back in 2000 when they faced the Giants. But he's still a dominant piece of not only the Ravens but his football in itself. Do you think that, this injury it'll cost us to see the last of Ray Lewis, or do you think that, hey, he's going to take a little time off, bounce back? How do you picture that coming out? It's Ray Lewis. Man. It's Ray Lewis.
The way that I see it, I've been watching Ray Lewis since I've been able to remember watching a football game.
Right.
And he's always been one of the best linebackers in the game. And I just don't think he's going to let an injury end his career.
Yeah.
I think if he's going to go out, he's going to go out on his own terms. And I think you'll at least see him back next year. I'm not going to say he's going to play because I think he might go out there and realize he might be getting a little bit too old. But as of right now, I don't think he's finished.
Right. And I agree with you on that one.
Ray
Lewis,
loves the game.
Yeah, he just won't lay down like that.
Yeah.
I understand it's a torn tricep muscle, but at the same time, it's Ray Lewis. He's motivated not only – just, football players on his team, not only generations of kids growing up, but a lot of everyday people. They strive to be like Ray Lewis in the sense of, take everything with greatness, be serious about everything, do everything like it's your last. So I think he'll bounce back. He's not going to let an injury determine his fate. He's going to walk out on his own terms.
I totally agree.
Yeah, because he was quoted as saying, the day that I feel like I can't do this anymore is the day that's done. He said, that's when he dies. But, I mean, he's going to at least do 20. It would have been his 17th season this year. He's at least going to do 20.
You think he has that much left?
He's going to do – I mean, because if you think about it, he was still making plays.
Yeah.
Mind you, he wasn't as fast because, the body deteriorates.
Yeah.
But he's a
good player, man.
Lewis.
If there's one player I think who could, he has the athleticism, he has it from the emotional standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most emotional players I've ever seen.
By far.
And he has the mental capacity to just keep playing, know the game and everything.
Yeah. Not only that, Ray Lewis won't let the next guy behind him, just thrown out there to the pack of wolves.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing that Ray Lewis is right now at the practice facility, probably laying down the law to the other guys. Hey, just because I'm out, don't let that deter you from trying to reach the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it's Ray Lewis. So, only time can tell with an injury like that. So,
yeah,
it's coming. Speaking of coming, the return, Jonathan Vilma, he's coming back this week. He's still suspended. He's appealing to suspension.
Yep.
But he's back this week. How much of an impact do you think that Jonathan Vilma is going to cause for the Saints?
Jonathan Vilma, he was a great player for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think his career is kind of starting to wind down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll go out there and be the reason why the Saints go out there and win.
Right.
I think it's good he's coming back. I'll tell you what I don't understand. I swear the NFL has changed the whole rule about if you appeal, you can't play. They need to figure that out because number one, I'm sick and tired of this whole Saints bounty thing.
Right.
There is evidence. There isn't evidence.
Right.
They're suspended. They're not suspended. Just let them play. Good Lord. But is he going to make an impact? I think he might make a little bit of an impact, but he's not going to change the outcome of the game.
Yeah, because he's coming off of a knee injury as well.
Yeah.
So if he is the reason why their win is because hey, we got our brother back.
Yeah, it'll be an emotional win.
Right, but he won't be the main key component because without Sean Payton, the Saints are on a slump. They're going to be in a funk for a while until they get Sean Payton back. Everybody sees that. Everybody knows it. So, as far as just, I want to see Jonathan Vilma play, it's like, it was Jonathan Vilma.
Yeah.
Jonathan Vilma is good. Don't get me wrong. Jonathan Vilma is good. He's the captain of the defense, but at the same time, it's like, okay, Jonathan Vilma.
How good is that defense?
Right. Like, it's still the Saints defense, so I don't know. But transitioning from defense to offense, Timmy, everybody's favorite Tebow, could be playing running back this Sunday against the Patriots.
Fourth quarter freight train, man.
Says Rex Ryan. What do you think about that? Because this is comedy. Tebow's story.
He has a point that he plays quarterback. He knows all of the positions.
Right.
But in the interview, he says that he could play running back. He could play tight end. He never goes out there and says, "Oh hell, we're going to throw him in there at the running back."
Right.
They might have some trick play where he's in there. He might go in there to just trick the defense. And he can run. Like if there's one quarterback who could play the running back and just go in there and just steamroll people, it's him. But I really don't think you're going to see him line up there 5 or 6 times and get 3 or 4 carries.
So do you think that it's a attention getter for the Jets? Because I understand they're facing injuries. You have Joe McKnight who's out. You have a lot of key people.
He might play though.
Right. And you also have they're getting desperate, plain and simple.
Yeah.
They're going to have to use Tebow, but do you think this is more of an attention getter or?
I know a lot of people see it that way, but Tebow is just that versatile.
He is. He's a great football player.
He is the definition of a football player.
He's a football player.
You tell him to go to go and play free safety, he's going to go play free safety. You tell him to go over there and play left tackle, he will go over there and he will protect Sanchez. So I know a lot of people think of that, but a lot of people just think Tim Tebow is like. Right. Is a media stunt.
Right.
So
running back, if anything, goal line, because Tebow's most exciting moments, especially back in Florida, was 20 on up, red zone. Everybody wanted to see Tebow score. So if they do use him at running back, it has to be some type of goal line package. Hey, Tebow, we're going to hand you the ball. Just dive over the top.
Yeah.
Get the crowd back in it. But as far as him running sweeps and all tackles, and I don't see that. I don't think. And if they do that, it's not a good idea. Plain and simple, it's not. I don't like it. But transitioning from footballs to basketball, Kobe hints at a possible retirement after his contract is up in 2014. Kobe, without the Lakers, with Lakers, how you seeing that? What's coming up in your head right now?
Kobe's getting on up there. What is he, 34, 36, somewhere?
Yeah, something like that. He's old.
Somewhere around there.
Old.
He's getting up there. And, I mean, you can tell from the way that his game has
body
has evolved. Yeah, like he used to be a dribble and drive kind of guy. Now he's an off-the-ball perimeter shooter. He's not near the player. But It's tough to see the Lakers without him, and I think Kobe, if there is one player who's going to walk away from the game and who actually really might stay away, I think it might be him.
Right.
And I know for sure he's not going to go and play for another team. Right. There's zero chance of that happening, but. I mean, you got to retire at some point.
Right.
You might as well do it while you're still able to drop 25 a game. So,
I mean, Kobe is still doing it.
Yeah,
he's still doing it. Kobe is still putting up numbers. He's still carrying the team.
He might win a title this year.
And knowing Kobe Bryant, after watching him, as a kid and throughout the years, Kobe is too fierce of a competitor to just give up without chasing Jordan's legacy. If he gets that 6th or 7th ring, then he'll hang it up for sure. But Kobe likes to play with the media. He knows he doesn't like anybody. Nobody just really messes with Kobe. So it's like, okay, I'm going to give y'all a little entertainment. Because he's been in the news a lot this week, especially with the A-Rod comments. But as far as him retiring, I don't see it. That's just 2 years. That's 2 years down the line. Kobe is too much of a competitor.
What do you think about the whole, if he does, the Lakers going for LeBron then?
If LeBron leaves Miami, it wouldn't make any sense because you made all this hype about moving to Miami. I don't see that that's a great fit for LeBron.
Following Kobe Bryant would just make him, I think, just an absolute, not a very smart person. But, I mean, why would you go and follow in another great, that's someone who you were trying to top. It's different if you get picked through the draft.
Right.
But that's pretty much just going over there and trying to be a replacement.
And that's too many team switches. Okay, we got it that you want to win the championship. Yeah. You went to Miami. You made a super team. Okay, stay with your super team. If you
win those 7 titles,
if you made a comment such as that, win your 7 titles, stay there, get comfortable in Miami, and just do it big in Miami. There's no need for you to make this market switch and go to LA. There's just no need for it. You're already getting frowned upon by your peers with Jordan, other Hall of Famers such as Magic, Scottie Pippen, because he made that switch. Okay, since you made the switch, you took your ridicule. Everybody's on your side now. There's no need to switch. The Lakers, they really don't need to go for him. You just need to rebuild. You invested all this money and time in Kobe. It's time to rebuild. You got to go. It's just like when Green Bay let go of Brett Favre. It was just time to move on. If Kobe wants to leave, then cool. But I don't honestly. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But Lance Armstrong caught up again.
True American hero.
Yeah.
True American hero.
He was caught. Everybody knows he was taking performance-enhancing drugs and he got stripped of 7 titles. Do you think that Nike is wrong for not endorsing him anymore?
Nike's not even the only one who dropped him. It was Nike, whoever makes Michelob.
A lot. He lost a lot.
Yeah, he lost a lot. Live Strong dropped him.
Right. No, he stepped down.
Okay.
I'll give him he stepped down. Nike is still endorsing that.
I know one person who's staying with them is Oakley, but that's just until they consider him innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But, man, the way that I see it, it's just like baseball. Just like baseball. they're only everyone was doing it.
Right.
It's not like he was the only one out there. Just like, oh, hey, like, I want to be the only one out there taking these steroids or whatever the hell it was. But in my eyes, it was a level playing field because like I said, everyone was doing it then. Like, if you're beating people, he wasn't just absolutely just like murdering the field or anything.
Right.
But I mean, I know the way Nike stands with everything. Right. They didn't even drop Tiger Woods. Which, I mean, I know he didn't, like, cheat in this sense.
Yeah.
But,
Tiger.
I mean, I guess Nike stands for sports and, and there's, like, a certain sports ethics. So I can understand where that they're coming from, but I love you, Lance. Stay strong.
Yeah, stay strong, live strong. But, I mean, hey, you got caught cheating. Nike is all about, pride in its players and the individuals and the integrity of sports. So, nothing. I mean, hey, you forced that hand. They had to do what they had to do. Yeah. It's all about business. You know that. Hey, it comes with it. So, homecoming week.
Yep. Homecoming week here at Tarleton State.
Yes.
Got the Tarleton State Texans playing Texas A&M Kingsville. What are you thinking?
Hey, this right here, Texans go get another one. Woo-hoo! Because Kingsville is not messing with you guys. Y'all are already on your high horse from winning last week at Commerce. Keep riding that horse until the horseshoes fall off. Do not stop another one of these. And then after that, you go get national championship because I know you guys can beat Kingsville. We don't like Kingsville. Kingsville don't like us after the way we beat them in the playoff game, the infamous playoff game 3 years ago. Please do not let Kingsville stop you guys.
Especially on homecoming. Yeah, please do not ruin the weekend.
You guys should
We're either going to celebrate in the street with some champagne or it's going to be some long, lonely nights, man.
Exactly. And it's homecoming, so you guys should be amped up. You guys can do this. There's just no pressure. It's just like any other game. Go get another one of these. Another one. And you know it's accessible. It's right there. So
right there for the taking.
I know my Texans are gonna beat Kingsville, the little Javelinas, the Rudy Poo Hogs, Hoggies, whatever. You're not messing with us right here. Y'all remember. You remember. Quick rundown real quick though. From college to football, NFL football I should say. Redskins versus Giants. What's your outcome on that?
Man, the Giants are looking good. And I know you remember from a few weeks back me telling you Eli Manning is one of the top quarterbacks.
You did.
Is one of the top quarterbacks in this league. It helps. He probably has the best wide receiver core in the league too. But I think the Giants are going to win. I think it's going to be really close. I think RG3 is going to go out there and keep playing like the player he is. He's a beast. He's a competitor. I think it's going to be high scoring. 42 to 38.
Whoa, this is not San Francisco. Oh, wow. Okay. That blew me out of the water. It's RG3, correct, but it's Washington and it's New York. I know they're on a hot streak.
Neither one of them have a defense, man.
Right. I mean, well, New York has a defense, but they're just in a slump.
They have a defensive line.
Yeah,
that's what they have.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I see New York taking it. Oh, I'll say 28, 24, something like that. Okay. I just see New York winning the game. To bounce back off of your Dallas versus Carolina, they're at Carolina at that. Cam Newton is in a little funk right now, but it's Dallas.
So is Dallas, yeah.
It's Dallas. So what's your take? What's your take?
Last week was pretty depressing. Mac Martinez, I can blame you for the loss. You were the one who said, oh, what if we recover the onside? Bailey is just going to miss the field goal. You, sir, are the reason why the Cowboys did not win that game. But I just have a feeling Cam Newton's just going to come out and just be 100% fixed. And, of course, it'll happen this week. I'm going to take the Cowboys, though, 21-20.
21-20. I mean, Cowboys. It's like you said, it's Dallas.
It's Dallas, yeah.
It's Cam Newton, but it's Cam
Newton. They're both unpredictable.
Exactly. Yeah, I can see it being close. I wouldn't go that high. I'd probably say 17-14. I got Dallas by a field goal.
Ooh, that's the first time.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard you say that before.
Because you know what, I want Dallas to win, so everyone will stop talking about, well, hey, we have all these Super Bowls. Stop bringing up the past. You guys haven't did anything within the last decade, so I mean, hey, like I said, they had the intangibles. Dallas, come with it, please. Another big game, like we said. Talked about earlier, Baltimore got the injury bug. Houston also caught a big injury bug with Brian Cushing there.
Good old roid rager.
Good game, but it's not as exciting because the key players are there.
They're both 5-1 though. They're both good teams. 2 of the top 5 running backs in this league. Arian Foster probably is the best running back. I have no idea where I know he came from Tennessee, but don't know how Texas pulled him just out of nowhere. But man, I know it kills me to say this as a Cowboys fan. I'm going to take the Texans 28-24.
Yeah, and I'll agree with you on that just because Baltimore, they have the injury bug. Terrell Suggs is just not getting back in it, and Houston, they didn't lose as many people, but they lost a big piece in Brian Cushing. So I'm going to say Houston, same thing, 28-24. And the last one, New York Jets, New England, Tebow. If I see Tebow at running back, dude.
I'm going to get pretty fired up, but.
You know what? It's Tebow. Something magical is going to happen. Plus.
He's got God on his side.
Yeah, plus New England just lost last week by 1 point. So.
To Seattle.
It's something random. Some random act of greatness is going to happen because, you have Tom Brady. He's going to be fired up because of last week. But yet. You randomly have Tebow, who's bound to make something happen at any time.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, I don't think it's going to be this week. Tom Brady, I think he's going to go out there and just absolutely destroy this Revis-less secondary.
Exactly. Because Ron Landry is not doing anything right now. He's just a big waste of incredible Hulk muscle.
Yeah,
with speed like Flash.
I think Stephen Ridley and Brandon Bolden are both going to have great games too. I think this might be the game where Gronkowski finally has a decent game this year.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take New England to kind of blow them out of the water, 42-21.
Yeah, I got you. Same thing, 42-21. New England is going to run through New York like a tornado run through Texas. It's not going to be pretty, but at the same time, like I said, some random act of greatness is going to happen. Something random after everything I saw this.
Kind of like the fake punt from last week.
It's going to be something crazy, but we still have New England coming off top, so we'll just see with that. But we would like to say thank you to everyone watching. Thank you for rocking with us so far. We have plenty more to come later on in the year. Caleb McCaig, Travion Davis, topic of discussion. We are out of here.